Another episode of Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War. Buckle up because we're diving into some soul-stirring action and twists that'll leave your jaw hanging. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in touch with the story. Previously, Captain Toshiro Hitsugaya showed up as a zombie, and Ichigo and Yumachiko were like,
"What in the anime world is going on here?"
They couldn't believe it because they sensed Hitsugaya's Ryatsu nearly vanished, but surprise, he's back. Hitsugaya then goes all ice crazy with a massive wave of frost. Yumachiko tries to protect him with a spell, but Ichigo's like, "Nope, that won't work," and sends him flying. He's thankful to Ichigo, who's now missing a leg thanks to the icy blast. But Hitsugaya is not done. He stabs Ichigo's shoulder and slashes him across the back. Yumachiko steps in to protect his buddy, but Hitsugaya is not having it. He gives Yumachiko a beatdown and slashes him across the chest. Blood everywhere. It's not looking good for these guys. Captain Mayuri Kuratsuchi is all like,
Hitsugaya is still pretty spry for a zombie.
Hitsugaya tried to attack him, but Mayuri was surprisingly quick on his feet. Giselle is there, proud of her work. Mayuri questions the fun in controlling mindless zombies, but Giselle's like,
"Hey, at least I'm not a sadist."
Charlotte Chulhorn shows up, ready to take on Hitsugaya with a touch of flair. Now, before Charlotte could even blink at Mayuri's warning to retreat, Hitsugaya slices through his chest while casually detaching his left hand. But don't worry, Mayuri's here to save the day with a Keto barrier, blocking Hitsugaya's next killer move. He's not too happy with Charlotte for underestimating Hitsugaya's power, and he's about to give Hitsugaya a piece of his mind. You see, Mayuri's all about protecting his test subjects. Mayuri, in his usual mad scientist fashion, offers Hitsugaya a buffet of experimental drugs to test out. All in the name of the Serite, of course. Hitsugaya tries to land a hit on Mayuri, but the guy's got tricks up his sleeve, quite literally. He spews out some sticky, web-like stuff from his sleeves. He reveals that he's equipped his Zanpakuto with a sensor that blocks Hitsugaya's attacks automatically. Hitsugaya is not giving up though. He unleashes his Bankai, Daiguren Hyrenmaru, and encases Mayuri's Zanpakuto in ice. Slicing and dicing, he thinks he's got this fight in the bag. Suddenly, Mayuri's back, all smiles and offering him some more drugs to test. And guess what? Hitsugaya kills him again and the captain is back again offering him more drugs. Hitsugaya's mind is spinning. He's stuck in some time loop. You see, Mayuri's got this drug, which messes with Hitsugaya's short-term memory and traps him in a never-ending loop of trying to kill Mayuri. Mayuri, the mad scientist, decides to mess with Hitsugaya's head. And that's because Mayuri loves experimenting, even if it means stabbing his Zanpakuto into someone's neck. Hitsugaya, our ice-wielding captain, can't do much since he's paralyzed, except scream. But wait, the plot thickens. Zombified captains and a lieutenant appear out of nowhere. Mayuri's reaction? Priceless. He's like,
"Oh, another 2 captains and a lieutenant turned into zombies? That's too pitiful to even be funny."
And he just casually tells his errand card to deal with them while he continues his little science project on Hitsugaya. Meanwhile, Byakuya Kuchiki, the cool and collected captain, is having a bad day. Some Quincy named Robert is shooting at him, and then there's Candace Catnip slashing at him with electrified wings. Even Nanana came at him with his Hylic Boge, but Byakuya brushed it off and was like, "Nah, I got this," and released his Senbenzakura Bankai, turning the battlefield into a storm of blade petals. Robert doesn't stand a chance. After the dust settles, Byakuya stands tall over the defeated Sternritter, and Lil Tato isn't too happy about it. She's all like,
"Is this the captain that is not defeated? Seriously?"
And she's munching on an apple, demanding to know where Pepe Wakabrata is. Meninus is like, "We can handle this without him," but Lil Tato is not convinced. And in the midst of all this, Shuhei Hisagi just casually drops in and announces that he defeated one of the Sternritter. But he sees Byakuya has already taken down 3 opponents. He can't help but think,
"Damn, that's the difference between a captain and a lieutenant."
But oh, plot twist. Hisagi attacks Byakuya, but the captain swats it away like it's no big deal. Hisagi's like,
"What's your deal, Byakuya?"
while taking a swing at him again, and Byakuya just casually blocks it, asking,
Dude, why are you attacking me?
He's thinking Hisagi's either brainwashed or a sneaky enemy. Hisagi is quick to assure Byakuya that he's still himself and not some enemy in disguise. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we've got Pepe floating around, talking about love. He's the self-proclaimed Sternritter L, the love. He even fires a heart-shaped projectile at Lil Tato, but she dodges and it hits Meninas instead. Now, Meninas, she's head over heels for Pepe. She pumps up her muscles and clocks Lil Tato right in the face. Pepe's like, whoa, ladies, no need to fight over me. Back to the Byakuya and Hisagi showdown. Suddenly, Byakuya lands a hit on Hisagi, and it's game over for him. Byakuya's no dummy though. He figures out Pepe's love talk means he can control people. So, he's ready to cut the puppeteer's strings, literally, with his Zanpakuto. But Pepe's got tricks up his thong. Sleeves. He shoots a heart-shaped energy beam at Byakuya, who dodges it, figuring out the enemy attacks only work on things that have souls. But Pepe's like, why'd you block it with your sword then? Big mistake, because his Zanpakuto, which has a soul, cut into his hand. But Pepe is loving every moment of this chaos, and he's going on about the power of love. Hisagi's not one to miss out on the action. He's wailing on Byakuya with both his Zanpakuto and Kazushini. Byakuya's in a tough spot, thinking he can't keep this up forever. And then, Pepe decides to get even more revealing. He activates his Quincy, Volstandig, Gudero, and bam! Byakuya's got 3 love ropes embedded in his shoulder, and Pepe's pulling out some serious Quincy weapons. Then boom! Quincy jumps in, high-fives Pepe's face with his foot, sending him flying into a building. And Rose? Oh yeah, he's got these mysterious black markings on his face, making him look like an avant-garde artist gone rogue. Hisagi decides to join the action. The dude falls from the sky like a meteor with his sword pointed down. But Kensei's not having it as he sends Hisagi into the ground. Hisagi drops Byakuya's Zanpakuto and Kensei tosses it over to the captain. Meanwhile, Mayuri strolls in with his corpse unit and is all pumped up about testing it on our zombified friends. Byakuya is not impressed and starts grilling him about what he did to Kensei and Rose. The mad scientist got some twisted logic, claiming he actually did them a favor. Before now, Mayuri spills the beans about injecting some drug into the Arrancar's blood. And he's not done yet, more injections for Kensei and Rose, cue the screams. He explained what he's trying to do and at first, Giselle didn't get it so Mayuri simplified for her, saying,
Hey Giselle, I am turning your zombies into my zombies.
And Kensei gets to play the villain, stabbing Giselle. In the present, Byakuya, ever the moral compass, questions Mayuri's ethics. But the mad captain is like,
Nah bro, it's cool, we just see life and death differently.
But hold up, Pepe's not out of the drama yet. He's back with some lovey-dovey shenanigans, but Kensei's not having it. Cue the beatdown and a serving of humble pie for Pepe. And then, surprise entrance. Lil Tato's back with a vengeance, ready to give Pepe a taste of his own medicine, quite literally. She's got this Quincy power-up going on, and Pepe's in for a not-so-sweet surprise. Meanwhile, Yuhabaha and Yuryu make a grand entrance, smashing up the joint and setting the stage for the ultimate showdown. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, remember to smash that like button and hit that subscribe bell so you can experience the epicness of the next episodes. So, stay tuned for more epic battles and mind-bending twists.